We're slapping in hams, popcorn and peanuts. We're working the stands, pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Was chasing the beer that circled the lips. Play ball, play ball.
Wait, I'm on the wrong thing.
Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are back. Laughter Saves Lives.
Hey, live.
Here on Facebook Live and Strong Island TV and radio. It's nice to be back again. We're trying to get on Facebook Live here. We're sharing it. So please, now if you're watching the show right now, there's a few people watching. Would you please share it? I should say that. Share it so your viewers have a chance to watch it. We need viewerships.
And send us money. It's like PBS. They got to send money like on PBS. They're freeloading it.
Go into your parents' wallet, right? Soupy Sales. Go into your parents' wallet.
You know what we should do for a sponsorship? Give like a Laughter Saves Lives shirt or a hat. At the $50 level, you get the beanie.
Right. Anybody who makes a $100 donation gets John's hat.
My Med hat?
Your Med hat.
That's
you know what? If they pay $100, I'll give them the hat. I'll even autograph it.
All right.
I'll sign it right here.
Because you're famous.
TV ad weight to you like fake. I know TV ads weight to you, but
why? Does it look it?
No. My biceps look exceptionally large today on this TV.
They really do.
I'm wondering if
it's such big arms.
I did do 1,000 curls before walking the studio.
So tonight's show, we have a good show lined up. We have Dominique.
We didn't go with it.
We have Dominique.
He's got to keep the ball in play.
We have Dominique calling that we screwed up last week. She's calling from the World Trade Center program.
All right, that's a serious subject.
Dominique will be calling in soon. And then later on, I set up Alex House. We used to work with her as a comic. She still does some comedy. She also is a health and wellness educator now. So we're going to talk to her about some stuff that we can do better. Maybe we'll install it on this panel over the next few weeks and see how we feel. Would you guys be willing to dive into any of this?
Yes.
Dive into who?
What Alex talks about, some of the changes, maybe some minor changes.
Did I mention my biceps are looking exceptionally large?
He's got huge arms.
Because I got stepped on that. Even John Santo, who's also has a nice set of guns, notice. So.
Our week, we did a show Friday night, Steve and I and John. The three of us were on a show, let me tell you something, I love when a few of us are on. Next week, we got the big show in the city. Patty and Steve is back on it. I love when these guys are on the shows. It's what it's all about. We're doing some good work out there. Friday's show was for a scholarship fund for Andrew McGardle, who passed away, 16-year-old kid, the son of a New York City firefighter who I worked with. This is the third show we've done up there. Freaking unbelievable show. I have to tell you, I'm not going to tell you I did great. I hate when comics do that. I did my job.
He did fantastic.
I did my job.
The new bit worked, and I have the video to prove it.
Yep.
Yes, it did.
Oliva went up there and just got them. They're lovable. This guy is lovable. Good writing. Every bit but that one worked, right? Every bit but that one.
Except for the new one.
Oh, the chicken bit
Wait,
worked.
no, here's what I'm saying.
Chicken bit always works, but the one new bit, I'm going to keep doing it.
No, keep doing it. That's what comedy's all about. But Steve has the ability to do something that one of the greats in comedy have done. And I never told him that. No, I'm serious.
Thank you.
Johnny Carson used to tell a joke and bomb, and with facial expressions, bring that crowd right back into laughter.
He did.
He does the same thing. I love that he tries a lot of new material. He's very brave. Some bombs, he gets them back with a little
backhanded compliment to me.
No, it's not.
Part of the process.
It's a real. We all do new stuff that bombs.
Yeah.
You know, we all do new stuff that bombs.
Can you tell about the other 98% of the?
Even Pat's old stuff,
we're spending a lot of time. We spent more time talking about him than the joke itself.
Actually, the show is bombing.
He did 15 minutes, and he got like standing ovations.
Yeah. The show's bombing. You're looking at the glass. You're looking at the set as half full instead of a half empty.
You're right.
You're half full. You shattered the glass.
You got a funny face.
I'm talking as a friend
Yeah.
And as somebody who respects and loves you and puts you on tons of shows because I love how funny you are.
Thank you.
And
now,
I think
Maureen destroyed that role.
Well, now here's what I'm going to say. If you've never done stand-up comedy and you go, I'd like to do stand-up. Sit and watch Maureen Langan work. We got a lesson in comedy, the three of us. She never stops. She goes into the crowd. She comes out of the crowd, into a material, back into the
callback after callback after callback.
Yes.
And it killed.
Smart.
She's smart.
Personable.
Yep,
all that
likable.
stuff.
And the crowd
Funny.
loved her. The crowd
Along
loved
with obviously funny, but she has all those other things. And she, I don't know if you guys know this, she invited me on her radio show.
Yes, I know.
Sunday night. And
Yes.
It was really nice. And,
Oh, you did it already.
I did it Sunday night.
She felt bad for you. That's what I heard.
No, she loved his writing.
Listen to me.
She even said that while you were up, by the way. His writing is exemplary.
And his
Yes.
face makes it.
Yeah,
His face
She
makes
did, I'm
it
sure.
jump.
you're on a lot of billboards yourself there, Slick.
Now, can we talk about how well
Yeah.
I did on the show? We're gonna
Yes.
All right.
Yes, you did. You did. You know what? As I say, let me come from a producer's point of view.
Sure.
Okay. When the show was going good, Aliva got, I did my few jokes, new material, because they've seen me before. I was very happy with my new bit that worked. Aliva got up there, did a great job. And then I knew I could put it on cruise control because Santo's coming up.
That's right.
And we got the audience here, and he's going to keep them here and bring them up to the headliner. And you did a fantastic, they loved you.
No
They
ice
loved
skating.
you.
No ice skating.
Huh?
No ice skating.
There was no ice skating involved till
You know
after
that
the show.
there were people there that drove from Long Island to come see the show, which is amazing.
Yes.
Don't-
They don't
listen,
even come to our show
listen.
when they live in Long
When they
Island.
live on Long Island.
Don't get carried away.
But-
No,
They
people
didn't-
did. They came
But it wasn't to see you.
No. It was,
Oh, all right.
it
I
was-
just want to make.
Didn't I say to the show?
No, wait.
I said-
To John's defense, Santo,
Not that night, though.
he's developing quite a following.
He is.
I see
You know,
him after the
it's
shows.
pumping
We've
up.
done a few shows together.
He is.
He's got a
got a little following.
No, but
He
there were
does.
people that came all the way from New York
not
City,
working
Long
on
Island,
anything
Yes.
else.
to see the show to support the charity.
Because it was FDNY related.
Exactly. No,
Right.
I didn't say to see us.
Right.
Believe me,
I'm
nobody
kidding
would
you.
drive 80
What
miles
is Frank
to
saying?
see
You
us.
reading his
People
social
don't drive
media?
80
I
miles.
read it.
But John
Holy
appeals
crap.
to
Frank
to-
says she's everything
No, but the
you
show,
guys
what I'm
are.
saying is the show is such a great fundraiser that people came from all over to see it,
Yeah.
which is fantastic.
Hey, Frank
I
Macri
was
was
moved by
watching
that.
it. Hey, Frank.
Wait a
Hey,
minute.
Frank.
Yeah.
Frank
watching?
Frank Carrera.
Hold on, this is good. Hold
Carrera.
on.
He's a good guy. I
Yeah.
worked a movie with him, and he's a nice guy. He's a Met fan like us.
You see how he gets these
Listen,
back in?
I'm just explaining it. He's a
How
good
will
guy.
we know? How will we know?
He's
it's
got
Met fans?
listen.
So.
He's a Met fan like
Yeah.
us, and he's offering us. He's got
guy.
tickets.
Yeah.
He's got tickets for May
M&M?
21st. M&M's suite seats.
Right.
140, all you can eat and
Right.
drink. Let me know.
Yeah, look, Tom.
Pat Merrill, great show,
What's an
guys. He
M&M
said.
How many
suite
tickets?
seat?
No, the
Tickets.
M&M.
Well,
the
yeah,
M&M
M&M
deck.
deck.
Explain the
It's in
M&M
left
deck.
field. I've never seen
I ain't never been in the M&M deck.
Oh, the M&M deck.
That's surprising.
It used to be the Party City deck. No. The M&M is in left field. That's that's that deck where all the home run balls.
All right, we're getting
What do you
really.
go? What do you go to the S&M deck?
We're getting,
Not bad. That's not bad.
hello.
That's not bad.
That was good.
Yeah.
Did you hear his little comment?
What did he say?
He said,
And
what he said,
my
the
buddy
SMN
Tugboat
deck.
Manny
SMN
says
deck.
hi to everybody.
All right,
Hey, Manny.
Tugboat. I'm playing Tugboat, man.
Hey, Manny.
First of all, on the Mets note, I don't know if you guys have
Are
to
you a
notice
Met fan
this.
or you Yankee
I
fan?
am a Met fan,
Oh.
but I
Patty's
don't.
a Met fan, right?
I don't dress like a pitching coach every day like the rest of you guys.
Well,
I
it's
look like a corporate guy who bought like a day to hang out with the coaches.
All right, here's the difference.
what I look
Here's
like.
the difference. The memo said we were going to do partially a baseball
Yeah, that's
show
what I
tonight.
heard, baseball.
Most
That's why I
people
came with
read the
baseball
memo.
stuff.
I read the memo.
And got decked out.
You didn't say dress like it.
Well, you know.
Oh, wait,
I
you
am.
got-
I am dressed like it. I'm dressed like Lee Mazzilli from 1976. So,
After
Now,
the game.
you actually don't wear. I've given you enough med apparel that you have no excuse now.
Well, I got a shirt on.
Right, but you usually don't wear a hat or
I
anything.
feel like a friggin' nerd going to a Met game with my Met hat on. Hey, let's go Mets!
How could you
know,
not wear
I-
a Met hat? That's
Let's go Mets!
It's the most basic thing.
I wear the funky ones. You know that one I bought down in spring training with
the
the
Mr.
catcher?
Met, the Mr. Met.
Yeah.
With
What
the,
about,
with the,
what
now
about when
that-
Les Deegan went to the game when he dresses like Thor?
he dresses like Thor?
He
This
gets-
is like
gets
the
really into
Jewish
it.
But
Met.
that was like a
Jewish
backhanded
Met.
thing about me.
How
'cause you
was
know-
the Jewish Met dressed like?
a Jewish man?
Yeah.
He's in the back.
We have a
He's
Jewish
in the
player
back
on the
office
Mets.
doing the numbers. So you wouldn't.
Ty
really,
Kelly's on the Mets.
I mean, he's
Wait a
there.
minute, wait a minute.
Hey,
One
you see-
thing, I'm not making fun of
What
you,
is a
Santo.
Jewish Met
Wait,
dress
wait,
like?
Let me say
He's in the back office doing the numbers. That was
he's
funny.
very stereotypical.
I'm not making fun of
He's
Santo,
adding
but
up the concessions.
wait, I got a story.
Yeah.
It's baseball.
Thanks for
I'm not
stepping
making
in.
fun of Santo. The hell are you?
Go on.
So anyway-
what are you going to say?
We watched our first opening day together at John's house 2 years ago. No, yeah, 2016.
Right.
And I was very surprised. Santo comes out in full gear.
Of course.
With a glove and a hat, like he's thinking the ball, like Cessman
brought
is
the
going to
glove
hit it
from the
right
house?
through the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ball. But he's
gotta
not
get in the mode.
Yeah,
He's-
but not even just wearing the
Have my
jersey.
lucky ball.
He gets the idea what the jersey they're wearing the next day.
That's right.
He's
And-
wearing.
and-
Do you know how I do that?
He had a cup on.
Yeah.
He had a
No,
cup
I don't
on.
wear a cup.
He wore a cup.
You look in the locker room report.
Right, when they interview the players the day before the game, they're either going to wear the blue or the white pinstripes. So I watch the interview, and
to
depending
this.
on
It is?
whatever hat. So if it's this hat with the orange brim, I know that they're going to wear the blue and orange tops, and that's what I wear to that game. When we went to the game, and we'll talk about that later.
Yep.
You were like, how do you know that they wear blue and orange? Well, the starting pitcher picks it, and Harvey was the pitcher. He likes the blue tops. But if they're wearing white, I wear that same jersey and hat combination.
You have all that stuff.
Hey, listen,
and
Michael
Nancy
Van
Ness
Does.
Radica, I don't know.
What about Michael?
Radica, she says we look awesome with all
Thank
our
you.
Met stuff on.
Thank you, Nancy.
Not too much.
Oh, thank
Steve
you.
don't look so good.
Thank you, Nancy.
Better. Here we go. Meet the
Steve looks like
Mets.
Belichick. With that
Read
hoodie.
the Mets. Give me a little bit. Step right up and meet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Pow! Guaranteed you'll have the time. This is what I sing
We
to my
lost our
grandson.
entire
Your
audience.
cool factor.
And you're worried about
Just
being
went down
nerdy. You're
substantially.
worried about being nerdy, but you sing the Met
No,
song.
You're
that's
cool
what I
factor.
sing my grandson as a
Now,
good night
when,
song.
all right.
when we go to the games, you're going to wear a hat at least?
I will wear a Met hat.
See, I feel I couldn't go to a game without anything on.
I know you couldn't.
I
I'm going to
couldn't.
give you a trivia
I'd
question.
have to buy one there. Like if somebody said you have to take,
No,
I'd buy another hat
he's
there.
all in. Let me use a food analogy, Pat.
He's all.
It's like
What's that?
he wears everything. It's like making lasagna and not putting in the ricotta cheese.
Let me give you a,
Ricotta? You're Italian? Wait a minute, you're
Ricotta.
Italian?
let me give you
Ricotta?
a food
Are
analogy.
you Italian?
I'm
Pat.
Italian and Irish and Yugoslavian, pal.
And you
My
call it
laces.
regatta?
That's how we say it in Yugoslavia.
It's rigot.
All right.
Yeah, how much? Is that your own? Are you one of those guys that's the only Italian word?
Hold
you
on
know?
a second. Two free
No,
tickets.
but it's rigot. It's
Two
not
free
regatta.
tickets.
I know that, but I'm not gonna.
2
take
free
it.
tickets on Facebook Live.
March 28th show. 2 free tickets for the first person.
Gotham Comedy Club.
Go on Facebook Live and answer the following question, okay? All baseball fields have certain features in common. Yes. The distance between the bases is
90 feet.
90 feet. Don't answer this question now. All right? But the pitching rubber where the pitcher stands is how far from the back tip of home plate, from the back tip.
Well, the back tip. Okay.
We got people running out now, going down the park, measuring. You can answer in meters or in feet.
No, in feet.
I knew this
feet,
question.
just
I
meter
knew this
bullshit.
question.
Rhonda Nara
meters. We're not
says it
playing
was cool
cricket.
that we were singing, yeah.
It was cool. I'm missing some other of my key points that I printed out. Where did you guys put them?
Yeah, maybe you can put it the ones that you
All
didn't
right.
put the phone numbers
Right
on.
here, the first one.
This is a good one. Okay. Philadelphia Phillies star Richie Ashburn fouled off 2 consecutive pitches that hit the same woman twice.
That's correct.
In the stands. You know this?
It was Bella Abzum.
Tugboat Manny, 60 feet, 60 inches.
Does he want to come to the show? If he wants to come, we'll give him the tickets.
If he wants to come,
If he doesn't want to come, we'll give him to somebody else. If Manny wants to come, he's in.
Can I give you one? Can I give you?
Hold on, let me finish. The first foul ball broke her nose. And then while the medics were attending to her, Ashburn hit the second foul
That's not
ball
funny.
that hit the same woman as she was carried off on a stretcher. That's kind of funny.
When they hit her again, did it reset the nose?
I don't remember the game, but
Yeah.
it was a foul ball. There was a guy, professional game.
Yeah.
There's a video all over YouTube. The guy hits a foul ball into the dugout, and the team eventually moved to the front of the dugout because he hit it there like 5-6 times in a
Yes,
row.
I remember that.
So yeah.
Go ahead. No, finish what you're saying.
So do you know why the teams wear white at home and gray on the road?
I
How that
do. It was
started?
just in here.
Where is it?
I don't know where my other 2 pages are.
But
He-
wait,
you-
wait a minute, we got to
I
still
I know.
make-
Let me guess. I know the answer.
We got to get another quiz because I just realized Manny's at the Borgata that week. He can't come.
Who
Okay.
used? Here's a quick
Well-
question. Who used a 40-ounce bat?
Wait, hold on. Let's finish this question. It's very interesting.
Okay, it is.
Repeat the question. It's a very interesting
Why
question.
do teams predominantly wear white uniforms? Every team has a white uniform for
Right,
home,
home.
and a gray road, and then they also have alternate jerseys, which are the team's primary color and secondary color.
Correct.
So why do they do that? It goes back a long time.
It goes back because
good
on the
question.
road they couldn't wash their uniforms as much and they
have-
were dirty.
The equipment
sense.
manager would go to a local laundromat
Hello?
and clean.
Hello.
Hello.
Wait,
Hello.
Hey,
You're live. Laughter
Hey.
saves lives. Who's calling?
it's Dominique.
Dominique, thank you so much. Hold on. We're just going to finish this segment. Listen to our nonsense, and then we're going to get to you, okay?
So on the road,
I'll,
wait, hold on.
Okay.
So on the road, they had to go to local laundromats, the equipment manager, to
Right.
clean the uniforms.
Right.
And it was easy to keep gray clean
Correct.
on the road. But now, with
Interesting,
the amount
right?
of ballparks, they kept tradition, but all the ballparks, the clubhouses, both teams' equipment managers can use it and clean the uniforms.
Correct.
Interesting. Not that
We're
surprising.
just talking about baseball, Dominique.
Okay, here's one. Hoop, real quick. I didn't know we get into baseball.
Are you a baseball fan, Dominique?
I am. I'm a Yankee fan.
All right, Dominique.
Okay.
All right, thanks for calling.
Dominique, who used? I think it was a 40-ounce bat.
Oh, that was Dick Allen.
No,
Richie Allen.
No, it was Pat Marone in 1984. The guy owed him $20.
Now listen, since Manny's got the show, he said he would give it up, but not. Nancy Ness Radica guessed at 60 feet 60 inches too.
Let's give it to
She's a
Nancy.
big fan. She watches the show all the time.
Every
Let's
week,
give it to
Nancy's got it. 2 free tickets.
2 free tickets, Nancy. You win.
And on that note, she won 2 free tickets to the Laughter Saves Live show at Gotham Comedy Club, March 28th. We're working with the World Trade Center program of Fired Up for a Cure. And my contact down there and their lead person is Dominique. Hello, Dominique.
Hey, how are ya?
Hi, Dominique.
How do you like that for a transition, Dominique?
That's an interesting transition.
You seem very enthused by it.
You'll say.
Listen, first of all, we want to apologize that Pat screwed up last week and we didn't get you on the phone.
It wasn't Pat, but I'll take the rap for it. It's my.
So we apologize.
It's okay, no worries at all.
You don't
Well-
sound too worried about it anyway.
We apologize. So tell
No worries.
us, Dominique. Number one, what do you think about using a Laughter Saves Lives comedy show to assist these wonderful organizations? Let's name the organizations we're doing the show for first. We have the Ray Pfeiffer Foundation, right?
Yes, the Ray Pfeiffer Foundation, the Family Assistance Unit of the FDNY Foundation, the American Cancer Society Hope Lodge, which takes in our members that have chemo treatments or radiation treatments that may live in the outer boroughs and are having treatments done in the city. And they also transport them to and from their appointments with a shuttle. And also the Fire Family Transport Foundation, which takes all of our members from the entirety of New York to and from their appointments, and also does transport for the families once we lose a member to the funeral home and wherever else they need to go related to their cancer diagnosis. Not just for World Trade members, but also for our active duty members as well.
Yeah, years ago, Dominique, I don't know if I told you this, years ago, my mom had cancer, and my dad drove, and I drove, and there was one day where we couldn't get her to the hospital. She had to go to Sloan. And I said, you know what? I heard about this organization, the Family Transport, and I called them, and my mother raved about the way she was treated. She said, like I was their mother, you know? And I never forgot that. And that's why it's such an honor to be able to, we've made donations to them in the past. We've done some shows with them. So we do shows around the country. But this is a special show for me next week. This really means a lot to me to be able to work with you guys. So thank you for including us.
No, thank you very much. We appreciate everything that you're doing to help our members. We have unfortunately lost a bunch of members this week alone, and we get new cancer diagnoses every day. So anything to uplift our members in their time of need, and it's for a good cause. So we really appreciate the collaboration for this event.
Do you guys have any questions for Dominique? Because I could talk
No,
all
I
night
mean,
to
in
her.
reference to the family transport, though, like, I know, I took a few family members to hospitals or whatever. I passed by hospitals. And I used to work in Manhattan, and there was always, you always saw the Fire Family Transport van or vans near the hospitals, and it's not always because, like you said, because there was a funeral. They were just helping out the members who were sick, who needed that service, and you always saw them there, and they just do great work.
I tell you, one name that always jumps out at me, he actually did an interview for our promotional video, is Danny Prince. That man is a saint.
Yeah, Danny Prince is an amazing guy. He's done a lot for our members, and he also does a lot with the Wounded Warriors. So
Yes.
he's an all-around great guy, and we're lucky to have him have this foundation that's able to service all of our members.
Yeah, you spend a little time with him, and you're like, wow, this guy is just what do they say, the salt of the earth? Is that the expression?
Yes.
He's a real prince.
Yeah, he's
Real prince.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is.
Nancy
Really.
just made a good point. She said that I remember that I wanted to bring this up too.
Yeah.
Because this man saved hundreds of people on September 11th. Keith Young, FDNY, he just passed away of 9/11
Yes.
related cancer, and he saved hundreds of people on September 11th, helping evacuate the buildings.
Yep.
I remember him from the news and the pictures when they showed in the paper.
You know, one of the guys that jumps out at me is Vinny Ungaro. Did you know Vinny, Dominique?
Yes, I did.
Captain. I visited him in the hospital shortly before he passed away. And this is something that I've been slacking on, and I'll get to it sooner or later. And he said to me, John, we're not doing enough for blood platelet donations. And I made a video. I gave platelets to show how easy it is.
Yeah.
And
How easy is it?
it's not that hard at all. I'll show you the video.
Once they set you up,
it's
you
one
sit
arm
there
now.
until it's done.
It's one
That's
arm. It's
it.
about an hour.
That's it. It's
about an hour.
Sit there, you watch TV.
So it's
till
like giving
done.
blood?
But-
Pretty
but-
much
Essentially, it's just a different.
Yeah.
different thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a
but
little-
it's essentially that.
But what Vinny said to me, what really hit home, is he said, we're not doing enough for platelets. And I asked the gentleman in charge of the room, he said, when we have a fireman or a cop that's in need, we get 100 until 125 donors. On a regular day, we get 10 to 15. So what I want to try to do is do a day of a comic or two goes to donate blood with some people, and then they get a free comedy ticket to the comic strip afterwards. We buy them pizza.
Sure,
We
great
make it
idea.
a fun night in memory of Vinny, the Vinny Ungaro blood platelet drive, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Great idea.
Yeah. All right, so how we doing with ticket sales on your end? What do you think?
I think we're doing pretty good. We have a few people who purchased tables, and everyone's buzzing about it at headquarters. So I think we're going to have a big turnout.
You know what? I get nervous, right?
He gets very panicked, so
What?
You know how nervous I get,
update
right?
him every couple of
Don't,
hours.
don't worry. Don't get nervous.
Well,
He gets nervous every week before this show.
He's all right. He's all right.
So what do you like most about your job? Can I ask you that? Because it's got to be a tough job.
I like being able to give back to members who have sacrificed so much throughout their career, and being there for them in their time of need. It makes me feel good that I'm able to give back to them.
You are. You know, people call these guys heroes because they were a fireman. The way that they handle their illness, the guys that I know, is amazing. It is amazing, you know, what they do and how they handle it for their families. And what you're doing is God's work down there, you guys. Because I know, I experienced it a little bit. I had a little bit of a thing over here, a little bit of cancer, it turned out to be, and it was a little nothing. And you guys treated me like gold. Do we lose her?
She was sick of your shit.
Maybe you couldn't hear us that way. Well, anyway, Dominique, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dominique, and you do great work.
They do wonderful work
Yeah.
down there. How about we show life
Next
back?
time, charge your battery, Dominique, before you get on the show.
How about we show life
Very
back,
nice.
and then we'll come back and we'll do a little more baseball until we have our next guest. Life back, our
Look at this.
sponsor,
When
Life back.
someone is choking, brain damage can occur after just 4 minutes. Did you know every 5 days a child dies because of a choking accident?
My name is Art Lee. I invented LifeVac to protect my family. LifeVac is an easy-to-use suction device with a special one-way valve to help save a choking victim.
I care for my dad who's prone to choking. Having LifeVac in my home gives me peace of mind.
Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Daddy.
Call 1-877-LifeVac or visit lifevac.net.
So what? We're supposed to be a comedy show.
Hey, we're back.
We're back.
Laughter saves lives. Back here.
Sorry, the Mets coaches were conferring on should we
On
yank
trades and contracts.
should we yank Pat for a left-handed John Santo or go with the middle reliever John LaRocchia?
So why don't we talk about our big baseball moment?
You know what? Why don't we do that? Can I set it up, or you want to set? Can I set it up?
You set it up.
I think we spoke about this before. A few years ago, I won beautiful tickets,
Well,
right?
Before that, we had another moment earlier in the year.
Oh, we did. Go ahead. What is that
We
movie?
went to spring training.
Oh, we went to spring training. We did the Port St. Lucie Fire Department show. I was able to get John a free room, pay him a little bit for the show, not that much, but didn't matter. It was a vacation.
It was enough.
We were going down there to see the Mets. All right, spring training.
I had never been.
Big
Met fan, never been there before.
Brought my dad. Johnny came down, and we had a ball with my dad, right?
Yeah.
It was fun. And so you want to go back?
So we was.
You actually brought the team luck. They went to the World Series that year.
They did, right?
That's right. We went to the
right.
World Series that year. So 2015 was the greatest year I ever had as a Met fan.
Really?
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it was.
Better than 86?
No. Well, but the 86 was World Series. But I'm saying
How old was he in '86?
I was 16. No, I
Oh,
was
you
16.
remember
I was
it?
16.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was.
I was
yeah.
21.
So I go with this man. We go down to the thing, spring training. I get a ball. I was in the field there. We got it on the field.
Right.
And I was going back to catch a ball from my batting practice, and a kid cut in front of me. Right. But I backed off. I let the kid catch the ball.
Very good.
Now, I had selfish reasons. It wasn't just to let the kid catch the ball because I waited 40 years for that ball.
You're one of those?
No, ESPN, CBS,
no.
all the cameras were there. If I would have knocked them over, I would have been on social media my entire life.
Yeah, but imagine you were doing a Trump impersonation at the
I
same
didn't do
time.
Trump at the time.
And you took the ball from him. They'd be
Sorry,
like, Trump,
kid.
Trump takes ball from little kid.
So a nice man, a guy is a SWAT officer in Miami. He said, I saw what you did for the kid. He gave me a ball. So, which was very nice of the man to do that.
Very good, John.
So that was my first baseball. But at a game.
At our game, now he waited how many innings for this ball?
11 and a half. Set that up. Set up that whole.
Every time the bat boy threw a ball into the stands, he tried to catch the ball.
With
this. And he couldn't catch it, threw it over here. He was getting pissed. He was getting angry.
Is he one of those guys that knocks over the kids?
Yes,
the ball?
he was getting angry.
This is the ball, 11th inning.
So finally, in the 11th inning, he gets the ball.
No, it has to stay in
Right,
there.
here it is. Let me see the ball.
I'm gonna look and see.
11th inning, he catches the ball. Johnny L. won him $350 tickets for the game.
Right into this
Free
glove.
food. We go back to the van
Reenact
after
it?
the game.
Let's reenact it.
Yeah, we go back to the van. After you listening to this?
I'm listening.
And I said, Johnny, what a game, what a memory. Let me sign the ball.
Right into the glove.
He took out the case. He goes, oh, no, I don't want you to
I had a cube in the car
mess
ready
up
to
the
go.
ball. And he put it in the case. Didn't even let me sign the ball. $350 tickets, free food. I couldn't even sign the ball.
That ball don't look real. It don't look like it was
It's
rubbed
real.
up with the mud at the Mississippi.
You're very observant.
Very
This is
observant.
not the actual ball.
Oh, you bastard.
That's in a safe in
You
my house.
bastard! It's in the safe?
In the safe.
This one will be sold
people
on
don't know that the
eBay
balls-
later.
He didn't trust us.
The
We're
balls
taking
are,
eBay bids.
This is just a ball I bought at retail sale.
but the balls are rubbed. I noticed
But
because
I
it
have
was
a
too
cube
clean.
beside it.
It was
It's
too
too
clean.
clean. The actual ball I have, I should have put the picture
Where is
up.
it? Where is it?
Now, earlier in the game, Tim
Yes.
Tuffle threw
That's right, gum.
into the crowd. So this glove caught gum and a ball.
Where's the gum? In the attic?
The gum I chewed. It was it was the double ball.
He chewed Tim
So I am
Tuffle.
the only Met fan in history to catch gum from Tim Tuffle, a ball from Torres was the pitcher,
Say it.
and do a Schwarzenegger impression during the game. No other Met fan. None.
That's never been done.
None. And Wilmer Flores hit the walk-off home run, and we were right behind the on-deck circle, and I said, Wilmer, you're going to win the game. And I know he heard me. He
don't
hits
think
the
he heard
walk-off home run, and they're doing the newscast, and he goes, a man in the crowd. No, he didn't say that.
What-
Hold on.
Would
did
it
you
have
have-
killed him?
did you
Let me
have
hold
a-
on the caller.
Okay.
Let me hold. Caller, you're on the air. Who's calling?
Oh, hello, boys.
Oh, this guy. The woman,
Hello!
Oh, boy.
Is it Mabel?
Mabel.
The name is Muriel, and you know
Muriel.
that.
Hold on, Muriel. So I just want to give you a big hug because we had the greatest moments.
We did.
In
We really
Mets
did.
history
In Mets
together.
history together.
But I wouldn't let him sign the ball. Why did you want to sign the ball, by the way?
I thought it'd be a nice moment
High
to sign
five,
up.
high
Let's
five.
listen to
Can you sign
Muriel.
this
You
one?
know?
High five me. High
All
five
right, let's
me.
hear
High
Muriel.
five me.
You want to talk to Muriel?
High
Yeah,
five
we'll do
me.
this after the show.
She's a
High
listener.
five
She's
me.
a
High five me. High
high
five.
five.
Oh, high five.
Muriel, how are
This will be
you?
only John
How
LaRocchia
are
ball
my
signed in
favorite
history.
four gentlemen doing tonight?
Hi,
Good,
Muriel.
good. How are you?
Muriel?
I gotta be honest, when I turned on the show and I saw that three of you were wearing Met stuff, my first thought was, look at these losers.
Very good.
Yeah, but are you
Have another cigarette, Muriel.
Are you a Yankee fan, Muriel?
Oh no, I am a diehard Tampa Bay Rays fan.
Oh,
Because she lives in Florida, Muriel.
she sounds like
Well, I
she's
used
sounds like
to.
an early bird.
I used to. And let me tell you, I have to just tell you something. It's just something that I noticed. If I had to pick one of you that was incredibly nerdy and had to grab a ball at every game, it would easily be that John Santo.
This is the first ball I ever got. I waited 40 goddamn seasons for that ball.
You guys got a thing going back and forth here.
I don't know what this...
She's an old woman. Don't get insulted.
Who cares she's old?
She's a listener. We got 5. That's 1.
How long do you think she's going to be a listener for?
She might be. She keeps smoking. She won't be, but I think she'll be
I'm going to
there.
live forever. I smoke 3 to 5 packs a day, and I'm going to live forever.
Yeah. She's one of these, like, Atlantic City comp...
Now, hold on a minute. When I call, I need to pretend like I'm in a room alone with my love, Mr. Reliever. How are you doing today, you handsome tall of...
Oh, well, not so tall, but the other
tall,
part.
handsome glass of whatever.
Thanks, Muriel. Yeah, it's always great to hear from you. You uplift my spirits when I hear you. And let me tell you something. You sound like a hot tomato. All right.
Oh, you have no idea. You are just, oh boy.
Thank you.
I can't even tell you. I just drive a picture up on my wall at night. I kiss it.
Oh, really?
Boy.
Oh, thank you.
I'm dying to know who this is.
That's
It's Muriel.
That's both comforting.
You know, Muriel.
No, but who is it really?
You've never made any kind of comments towards my buddy over here, Pat. He feels kind of left out.
Well, I haven't known
really?
Muriel for a long
I
time.
mean, Patty's a big fan. I'm a big fan of his, but Pat, you're wonderful. But let's be honest. You're on a tier below Steve Believer.
Aren't we all?
Muriel, I have never...
We're all below Steve Believer.
Muriel?
It goes Steve, and then it goes down from there.
You know your stuff there, young lady.
Steve,
Thank you.
Steve, the poster on my wall, it just says, handsome guy, average comic. That's what it says on my
Because
wall.
of his guns. Biceps are fantastic.
Muriel, thank you so much for calling in. You're very funny, and I think you've played out now. I mean, I know you're going to burn out soon, so I want to get you off before you go
Burn out.
downhill, take a nap.
Well, we know you got to get to bed soon.
Okay, gentlemen, you have a great rest of the show, and I just want you to know that from now on, I will tune in for the entire hour, as opposed to the 5 minutes right before I call.
Thank you, Muriel. Muriel, baby, one of our regular callers. She hasn't called for a while.
She's like the woman on FAN that died. What's that woman used to call?
Rose.
Rose, yeah.
Clearly, she has, no offense, some sort of altered mental status because she.
Well, so does Muriel.
She was right about the handsome part, but the average.
Oh wait, Nancy has an interesting baseball.
Go ahead, Nancy.
44 years old, finally got a ball after attending games since I was 4. It was like hitting the lotto, treasure for a lifetime. I had a 70% of a grip on it, and it was this lady at 30%. I just pulled it, and it was mine. The group she was with gave me dirty looks.
Sorry, group.
And I didn't care. But the main thing is that you got to bring a glove to the ballpark. So you got to get a glove on that ball if you can.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to catch it with your hand.
You don't want to catch it with your hand. Now, I was at a Met game. All right, I went by myself. I was right 300 level, right behind home plate, right under the press box.
I call one.
There was a guy. I was on this row, and it was a guy over here. The guy had a Coke in his hand, and his hand on the armrest. The ball was hit like it came over the net. Right. He put his hand up, and just like this, right into the bare hand.
There's something
I
about
said, I
catching
hope
a
they have that
baseball.
on video.
Right.
That's got to be the most amazing catch
I caught
ever.
my ball in a bare hand from foul ball.
No, but this guy went like this. Look at it. You're drinking a Coke. It comes right up, and he catches it without even taking the arm off the armrest.
Oh, okay.
That's what real men do.
Can I tell
I was shocked.
I once, very similar to you with the bare hand. I once clotheslined a 85-year-old man at a bocce court and got a ball that way also.
Hold on.
Now, in terms of
wait. You gotta let his jokes.
You gotta let it.
I didn't
breathe.
get it.
Let it come all the way. There's a pause at the end. He delivers it. Then he gives a look. Watch the look. See, you gotta wait for that.
get it.
No,
I didn't
anything
know.
Steve Seinfeld, that's what he looks for in a comic. He says a guy that has balls that'll wait after his joke bombs and waits for the laugh.
Absolutely.
Deliver a really sucky joke like you
Give
just
me
did.
30 seconds, I'll come back with a tag.
Now, in terms of like
Give me 30 seconds, I'll be back with a tag. Don't worry.
how do you
I'm
feel
watching the
about
clock.
knocking people over to get to a ball?
No.
I don't like it.
No, I don't.
I think the kids should get the ball. I think when you get it, you give it to the kids.
But
that's what I usually do.
there's two sides to that coin. When I was a kid, nobody gave a shit if I got a ball.
Well,
so
didn't you want one?
Fight for a ball? You know, I mean,
Well, I'm sure you gave it to your kids when you went home. You have a kid to give it to.
I put it in my case.
Frank says Doris from Regal Park was that girl from
Yes,
FAM.
Doris.
Thank you,
Doris,
Frank.
yes,
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
You're more useful
But in
at
terms
home
of
than you are
stealing
here.
that
Thank you.
bitch that stole the ball out of that girl's hand.
No,
That ain't
No.
right. That ain't right. No. that ain't
By the way,
What about the guy from the Chicago Cubs that went in there and ruined the whole?
yes.
Well, you
Chance
got
of winning the World
you got to
Series.
know if the ball's in play or not. I see these idiots reaching over, they're in like fair territory at a game. We're not going to say which team, and they're reaching over for the ball.
Wait a minute.
He's getting worked up again.
Listen, the guy
getting worked
against
up.
the Yankees and the Oilers, he cost me a ton of money on that
All right,
game when the guy that caught the ball in the outfield. Yeah, that son of a.
All right, let's get off the Bulls for a second. Let's get off the Bulls.
Listen,
for a second. Hold on.
my sister.
Where's my balls?
I realized something. My sister dated one of the Mets in the 70s
Yeah.
and
Who was
caught
it?
something from him. But I don't want to talk about that.
Was it Lee Mazzilli?
I ain't gonna say, pal. I ain't
Well,
gonna
you know,
say.
did you hear? You know,
All right, I redeemed myself from that bocce joke
you
with
did.
that one, baby.
Rusty Staub is ill right now, by the way. So I hope
He is?
Rusty feels. Yes,
He's done a lot for
though.
us.
Did he? But you know, back when he was
Well,
on the
Steve
team,
caught something from Rusty.
in 1 year, Rusty Staub pulled 5 groins. Did you know that in 1 year?
Were they all his?
Don't say that.
And none of them were his own. Thanks for stealing the old.
It's
bunch
funny,
of-
but you just said he was sick.
Well, now he's sick. Back then he wasn't sick. But I can't change the guy. It's my favorite Met show.
We do have a TV show, you guys out there.
Wait for Alex House to call in here.
Well, I sent them the TV.
Oh,
You
shit,
don't
we're on the
believe
air.
me? Your mama
All right, folks.
Did she respond to you?
Oh shit!
Look, call now. I said.
Look at the difference in the laces.
Yeah, you
this
guys-
is a little league. This is a major league ball. Look at the difference.
Hold
in
it up
the
for the
laces.
folks at home.
Call
Folks,
our other guest is supposed to call in here.
You wouldn't be able to see the difference.
Message.
Listen, if he doesn't call, let's talk more
they're-
baseball
Get up
now.
there,
What do
get
you
up there.
think?
They're both 9
get
inches,
close.
5 ounces, but no, you can't see the. Can you see the difference in the?
me that phone
you
number.
can't see. You can't see. But if you go to the store and you feel a major league
516.
baseball like this one, and a little league ball.
Oh, it's not 516.
Both?
Oh,
No, it's the same. It's the same
here he
size.
is. John, here.
The laces are
Oh, I don't know.
different.
It said Alex.
You can get more
It
of a
said
bite
Alex.
for the
How do I
spin.
know?
Hey, it's Alex House.
Hey, Alex, how
Alex,
are you?
Hey, Alex.
I didn't get the text message until just this second, and I've been watching them for the last 5 minutes.
Well, we
Well, I bet
apologize
you
for
maybe
that.
my phone is on delay too. I don't know.
Alex, you have watched our show longer than our family.
Sorry about that, Alex. Pat's got provolone on his fingers.
I
So,
sent the
let's
text
get
out.
to Alex because we're a little behind here and she has a lot of good information. I did stand-up comic with Alex, I don't want to say many years ago, but a number of years ago. Kind of lost touch with her and then hooked up. That's what I love about Facebook. Hooked up with her again on Facebook, and Alex now is a mom, 2 kids. She was a health instructor, aerobics classes and all that stuff, and then got into healthy eating and organic eating and all of that. And this is something that I find very interesting because I know that even though days I think I'm eating healthy, I'm not, Alex.
Well, I gotta admit, I was watching this show, and I'm thinking I am on the wrong call-in show.
Not at all.
No, you're in the right. Well, you're on the wrong show, but in the right place.
These guys look like they eat good.
We need to bring some class to this event tonight. So Alex House is here. Alex, I'm going to start off by
Yes,
this,
John.
okay? I was thinking about this today. For breakfast, tell me what I did crappy in my eating for breakfast. Are you ready?
Okay.
I sprayed the pan with one of those canned olive oils.
Chemicals.
No good, right?
Yeah, absolutely not.
So use olive oil and just like on a napkin and do it?
Well, now you gotta worry about if the napkin has been bleached.
Good. I didn't think of that.
Shit, she's good.
Much like refined sugar and salt. Am I right, Alex?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So then I used a regular egg and some egg whites out of a box.
Yeah. Organic.
No good, right?
Right out of the chicken's butt.
So organic eggs. Is that why? Let me ask you this. When I was in Italy, they don't refrigerate the eggs in the supermarkets.
No, you don't have to. I have a bunch of friends who have chickens. I have a neighbor who has a chicken, and you don't have to. We mess it up by doing all that, processing and pasteurizing. No, you don't need to refrigerate eggs once they just come right out, and they'll last longer too.
Did you say you
yourself
have a
some
neighbor
chicken.
that's a chicken?
No, they have chickens.
Oh, okay, okay.
There's your
I'm
answer.
like,
Get
what?
yourself
Wait,
some chickens,
my
John.
brother-in-law has 5 chickens. He had 8, but 3 got killed. That's the best egg to have, right? Because that's organic. It's coming right.
Absolutely.
Literally right out of the chicken's ass, and then
Yeah.
it brings it right to the house.
They come out of the chickens?
Well, whatever it comes out
Okay,
of.
so now, talk to me about
Comes out the ass.
about.
I'm from Queens. I don't
We
know.
kind of said how you got into this, but how did you get into? Because did you ever eat in your younger days the crappy sandwiches and the hot dogs?
Absolutely, John.
Okay.
Come on. You know, as a comic, we do the road, so
Right.
you eat whatever is open at 2:00 in the morning, which is typically McDonald's and all the other crap. Yeah, I ate like crap, and it caught up with me. Now in today's my birthday, so 47 years old.
And tell
first
them.
day of spring. First day of spring, and it's sleeting. Woohoo!
Sleeting.
And what kind of cake did you get today?
I got a vegan cake. It was amazing. Death by chocolate.
It's good. It's
What
good.
the hell's a vegan
Yeah.
cake?
It's a
It's
cake with no
healthy
meat in it.
cake.
What the hell is a vegan cake?
I'll show you. There's a place in Belmont.
Actually, on
It's
the
not
way home
carrot
last,
cake, is it?
on the way home from the Bronx this week.
You
I
honestly
took the
wouldn't
Major
know. If
Vegan.
you tried it, you wouldn't even know the difference.
Really?
Because it
Like
just
it
doesn't
tastes
have
like-
all the other crap that, sorry, but like, the Long Island bakeries, I grew up with that. Stanley's and East Islip, oh man, do I miss their hot crust
But
buns.
it tastes like
Yeah.
a normal American cake?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right,
A
Alex.
normal American cake.
Alex, what?
You know, the one that gives you diabetes by the time you're 53?
That's the one. Normal American cake. Alex, what changed you? Was it? Did you have a health issue, or was it when you had kids? What changed you?
That's a loaded question. I'm getting feedback too. This is weird. Okay, my
on the
biggest
radio.
passion for wanting to learn more is my mom. My mom has been battling various illnesses most of my life that I remember, and it just stinked being 3 states away, and I'd call her up and she couldn't even answer the phone. She was in so much pain.
Right.
So I wanted to help her, especially being in the health and fitness industry, and not being able to help her, that was a lot. That was too much. So once I learned about essential oils and chemical-free living, I started educating her, started educating my family, my friends, and it was eye-opening, to say the least. Like, people don't think of the laundry detergent that you're using and that you're wearing it. It's on your skin. Your skin is the largest
never
organ.
think
That
about
stuff is
that.
going into your bloodstream. The average American person uses over 300 chemicals a day. You come in contact with 300 chemicals a day, and you wonder why we're such a sick nation.
Now, I do the
So-
laundry in my house, and I use Tide because that's the official laundry of Major League Baseball and the NFL. What should I
Do
be
yourself a favor. No, honestly, do yourself a favor. Go home,
I
open
hate
up 3
Tide.
cabinets. Open up your medicine cabinet. Open up your kitchen cabinet underneath the sink. Open up your food cabinet and just start looking at all the ingredients of the stuff that you're using. There's a great website you can go to, www.EWG. It stands for environmentalworkinggroup.org. It will tell you how toxic the products are that you're using. I mean, I looked up a product. My husband bought my child. I have a 11-year-old and a 6-year-old son. 11-year-old daughter, 6-year-old son. My husband looked up one of the products that we had gotten from my daughter. It was Suave Children's Detangler. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most toxic, it was a 10. It had carcinogens in it. It developed the developmental system, the reproductive system. It is frightening. You cannot assume because stuff is on the grocery store that it's safe anymore.
Now, wait a second.
It's just not.
EWG.org.
EWG.org, Environmental Working Group, and then you can download a free app called Healthy Living. So then when you're in Giant or ShopRite or any, Target, you can actually look up. And I'm telling you right now, Tide has a horrible score.
Oh, I hate Tide.
Alex,
That's what I use,
so
though.
you're
That's
saying though that we can buy some products in our normal stores. We don't have to order everything through the mail or go to a special store. We can go to Target, we can go to the supermarket and get some of these products that are safer?
I mean, honestly, your best friend is like white vinegar, lemon juice, and baking soda. If you're talking about cleaning chemically free.
Yeah, but then you smell like a salad all
But
day.
Alex, every day, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but I drink apple cider vinegar like once or twice a
It's your
day.
job to go off on it.
That's a good point, though. Yes. But
call
Alex,
the show off on a tangent.
I'm just going to say one thing. I cut out any refined sugar. Not that I ate them a lot, but
The brown sugar is the one you use.
I don't
That's-
use the brown sugar. I don't.
No, that's good for you.
I just use honey now, and
Honey's great.
only about 6 days ago I did this. And I really did. My family, we all have a sweet tooth, so it was a tough thing. But
right.
I don't think it's a placebo effect, but I lost a couple pounds, but I just feel a lot more clear-headed and honestly, I don't want to be traditional in my answer, but I have a lot more energy, and I feel much better.
I believe it.
Great.
Ever since you stopped eating the Tide Pods.
Alex, do you take?
They are delicious.
Do you take elderberry syrup? Do you drink elderberry syrup or elderberry?
I have. You know what? I had a friend of mine who makes her own, and she was going to bring me some, and she hasn't yet. I have not taken the elderberry plunge yet.
That is a huge help. I'm on the elderberry. And
You look like a
every
dingleberry.
time somebody
Do you take the Kevin Elsterberry?
He has dingleberries.
elderberry
I was waiting for
elderberry
that.
syrup.
I mean, you were talking about your balls for 5 minutes.
No.
Thank
gotta
you.
give him-
I thought we were just thinking it. The world is thinking it.
Elderberry syrup. I promote every time I see a comic who's sick. Because you don't want to miss a show because you're sick, right?
Right.
Elderberry is a natural immune booster. I tell everybody it's a good cold and flu fighter. I have recommended to so many people that people have accused me of owning stock in elderberry. I don't own any stock.
I
in
won't use it
elderberry.
because he's a Yankee. I will not.
Ellsbury's
Wait, you bring up a good point, Alex.
elderberry is
This-
fantastic for the immune system. It takes the germs and it destroys them. It beats them.
But the human body is
Right.
made to run, right, Alex, on certain foods, specific foods, whole foods, unprocessed, unrefined. That's
What
Right.
about meat, though?
That's-
What about meat?
I
Meat's
don't know.
good for you.
Actually, I'd like to ask Alex about that's a good point because there's
Well, let me
definitely
she's
take
a vegan.
that question.
differing opinions on that.
Yes, let me take that question. Obviously, we go back to, the caveman ate meat. Now, the first thing when I said to my wife that you were going to be on the show, I'm like, the caveman didn't eat meat?
That's because Chipotle
Okay.
wasn't around back
I
then.
knew the caveman. Hold on.
Well, from the Geico
Let's be
commercial.
perfectly clear. First of all,
first
I'm not a
thing my wife
nutritionist,
said
right?
is,
20
if you're
plus
not
years as a
eating
stand-up comedian,
meat-
I ate crappy. I got into health and fitness. I'm a homeschool mom now, so my liquor bill has skyrocketed. But here's the thing: I'm not a vegan. I had a vegan birthday cake, but I eat meat. All
Oh,
right.
you do?
But organic,
Yeah.
grass-fed, I guess, GMO they call it?
Exactly. Yes.
Non-GMO?
Organic, grass-fed.
Listen,
Yep.
I was homeschooled as well. I was in college, though. It's kind of weird.
But
Listen, I like your lifestyle, Alec. You're doing it the right way.
She
But
is.
you got to get on the elderberry. It also is good for joints.
You're telling her how to eat healthy. You're telling
I
Alex.
went.
He's got a
Not eat healthy. I'm
He's
talking
got a
about
chicken
immune.
palm under the desk,
I
Alex.
do have a chicken
Listen,
He
palm.
shouldn't be telling you anything.
I'm talking about immune system boosters that help the comic.
Oil
stay
of
healthy.
oregano
Yes.
is the best thing I've ever taken.
I mean, it helps regular people stay healthy too, but it's
Right.
more important that the comic is healthy because the comic can't have a cold, can't communicate with the crowd.
That's a good
If
point.
there's- especially an impressionist like me where the voices are so precise. If I have
Yeah.
a cold, I'm not at my best, and I always have to be at my best.
Hold on 1 second.
Elderberry.
Bobby, are we going to the hour? Okay.
We have to read the commercial too.
No, it's all
I
right.
tried to eat healthy the other day. I went to this place, Core Life, with my buddy Ralphie. I said to my buddy, I'm just going to die fat. It's horrible. They had purple and red rice.
But you're a
and this
chef
bean,
too.
that bean.
You're a
I mean,
chef.
it was horrible.
When I was a fireman, I'm not kidding. Like my weight always fluctuate 10, sometimes less. Sometimes I gained 20 pounds one year because we in the firehouse. We're never literally 8 feet away from a donut or a piece of cake.
let Alex
Well,
tell
what Alex is right about the comedy
but-
stuff. Before I started doing comedy, I was in the gym 6 days a week.
Right.
Now I eat
you owned
like,
it.
and I used to eat decent.
But-
I
But
wouldn't watch. But
we should let her talk a little.
crazy.
a little
Yeah,
more.
really.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alex.
I'm sorry.
The
Oh,
guest-
Alex,
let
you're
the guest-
there. I'm sorry.
Let the guest speak.
All right, hold on 1 second. The EWG website that you mentioned, right?
Yes. EWG.org.
Right.
ORG.
Right. Who? Now, here's a question. Well, who runs that site? Is this independent people or?
It is independent because here's the thing. There was another app that I used
Alex
to
runs it.
recommend to people called Think Dirty, and not what you guys are thinking.
There's a porno site.
How do you know what we're thinking?
But it's been bought out by the big companies. So now products that used to have a very high toxic rate do not have the same rate. It's been lowered because of big companies.
Right,
It's
right.
just, it's, and if you want to learn even more, there's a great movie, a documentary called Stink, S-T-I-N-K, and it follows a single dad's journey raising his 2 girls after he lost his wife to breast cancer. And that goes into all the different elements as far as laws that have been passed that protect chemical companies from telling you what is in those products. Anytime you see the word fragrance, do not buy it. I don't care what it is. If it's a fragrant candle or shampoo or laundry detergent, that is a blanket term for disguising several hundred chemicals, and they do not have to tell you what is in that product.
Alex,
there's been no research that shows you what the buildup of all those chemicals in the human body does. So you wonder why we're so sick.
Is that why a lot of people have a lot of allergies nowadays?
Absolutely. I didn't even know a kid with peanut allergies when I was growing up.
Me neither. Yes. Me neither.
I get a reaction to a lot of different chemicals and stuff too. I get
okay.
Now think about this.
No, not those chemicals. No.
They put the chemicals in this stuff, right? They put it in our food. They put it in our products. Now think about this. Who else makes chemicals? The pharmaceutical companies. So they make you sick with chemicals, and then they sell you the cure.
Well, that's the thing. There's a big business in being sick in this country. But I tell you, since I started using essential oils 5 years ago, I have not had a need to go to CVS or Walgreens or any of those stores.
Tell us about essential oils.
Tell us about essential oils.
What's essential oils?
Essential
oils. So here's the thing. They've been around for thousands of years. You know, there's 1,031 references in the Bible. But even before that, the Egyptians used them. They had the first documented recipe for sunscreen. So it's not something that's new, and like you were talking about oregano oil and protecting your immune system, like that's what essential oils do. They boost your immune system. They support every single system in the body. The problem is, again, back to the government and regulations, the FDA does not have strict regulations. So there are different qualities of essential oils that are out there.
Correct.
And so you can buy something that says 100% pure organic essential oil, but the FDA requires that it only has 5 to 10% of actual essential oil in it. Jeez. So it can have a carrier oil like extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil. It can have alcohol in it. It's diluted heavily, or it can be distilled using solvents that have cancer-causing chemicals in them. So basically, any of the essential oils that you get at big box stores are crap. They're absolutely crap.
Is that on the website ewg.org, the ones to buy?
No, you can find out more information if you want by going to my website, houseofoils.com.
A little plug.
House,
That's
H-O-U.
House of Oils.
All right, Alex, as
oils.
an example of that, like when I started learning about oil of oregano, which, like I said, has kept me. It's either shortened my duration if I ever have a cold.
I take it too.
You know, but
with the elderberry.
It's with a concentration of oil of oregano.
You told me it had to be a certain concentration. That's what I bought.
Right, because if you look at the back, they're not all created equal. For example, oil of oregano.
Right.
It has to be 60 or 70% of the active ingredient, which is cavacrol, I think.
Yes, cavacrol. And it cures sore throats too, which is the start of the cold. You gargle with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it kills.
It's not
kills
spooky
the
witch
bacteria.
doctor medicine. This is
real stuff.
You know what it is.
No, it's real.
Alex.
They used it in World War II. They've been using this stuff for centuries. But the problem is people understand there's a difference between the crappy essential oils you get at Walmart as opposed to like the really good quality ones that are out there.
They got beautiful clothes now.
Alex, if I win the governor's race, I'm running for governor of New York State. If I win, I want you in charge of all this.
Health and safety.
Health and safety, human services. I want her to talk about the oils, and we're going to make them label. Anything sold in New York State is going to have to be until I become president. It's federal.
Silly question.
Has to be labeled properly.
Alex, what do you do with the oils?
Good question.
So you use them. There's 3 ways to use them, whether it's aromatically, you can just smell them, or put them in a diffuser. You can put them on topically, and then there are... Again, I would not use this crap from Walmart or any other store, but there's some oils that you can take internally, like whether it's lemon or peppermint. I cook with peppermint. I put in the brownies. I make lemon bars. I put oregano, a little bit, in some gravy, some pasta sauce. You know, you can cook with this stuff. It's from plants. Why shouldn't you? So that's a big tip-off, too, right there. If you pick up a bottle of oregano oil and it says do not ingest, that tells you that there is something else in that oil that you should not be putting not only in your body, but on your body, because what you put on your skin goes into your bloodstream.
Sure, it gets absorbed.
And a lot of the bad oils are probably made in China. Steve, you put that oregano. You put that oregano oil on your body?
No,
I was going to say you must smell like a pizza.
Hot.
Oh yeah, 2 drops is all you need to cure
under the tongue and
under the tongue. Okay.
It's mine. I'm not going to say the brand, but you know it's like 70%.
You're probably not using the good stuff.
And
No,
no,
you put
it's
a
harsh,
dropper in the-
but under the tongue, it's like so I'll take it a few times a day if I feel something coming on, because I get a lot of chronic sinus stuff.
My
but
doctor recommended it to me, the oregano
I'm telling
oil.
you,
He
Pat,
said, yeah.
I had guys in the firehouse, just to get back to the essential oils, Alex, I had guys in the firehouse who I just learned about this particular one. So they'd be like, yeah, I can't kick this cold. And I said, listen, just try this stuff. And guys would come up to me after that, and one guy comes up, he goes, that stuff was great. I said, yeah, bro. I said, I wouldn't lie to you.
Green tea. Green tea.
But here's the problem with the firehouse, and Steve knows this over the years. If you want to find the best doctor in the world, the best lawyer, they're also a fireman sitting at the kitchen table that morning. Like, guys give out a lot of advice. Am I right?
Yeah, but this is good advice. This is good advice.
Well, this is good advice.
I had a guy giving me marriage advice. He was living behind a 7-Eleven.
We're coming up on 8:56, and we have to read the
They're an
commercial.
expert, but Alex...
We don't have to read the commercial.
We don't have to read the
Yes,
commercial?
sir.
You are doing it correctly, as I said before, and I think in the world, ignorance is bliss. People don't want to know, because they
don't
like
want to
living their
know. It's
lifestyle.
too difficult.
Right,
I'm going to look at this website when I go home, Alex, both websites. And then if I have any questions, I'm going to send it to you. And I would like, if I could do one thing tomorrow to start the process, what would you tell me to do? Throw everything out in my house?
No, we can't do that because you got to start slow. But if you use hand sanitizers, stop.
I'm a
Do you use
germaphobe.
hand
How can I stop
sanitizers?
using that?
Yeah, I got OCD.
What do we replace it with?
Soap and water.
You're better off just washing with soap and hot
But
water.
what if you
warm
can't get to a
water?
sink and you
Seriously,
touch some
there's no
disgusting
proven
person?
research that shows that hand sanitizers actually are beneficial. There's more research that shows that they're harmful. Again, they're filled with chemicals.
Right.
Yeah. I only use
That's the simplest
at
thing
work,
because I see them attached to everyone's pocketbook and they're everywhere that you go.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't use them. I
People
use soap
shouldn't
and
shake
water.
hands anymore. How many times you get somebody who's sick and they shake your hand and I see him sniffle? Oh, you have a cold? Yeah. What the hell are you touching me for, you sicko?
All right, so give me one.
Yeah, but they took oregano oil. Don't worry about
You
it.
get all worked up. You have to take
Why do people have to touch you if they're
I
sick?
don't
Stay
know why
away
they
if you're
I don't
sick.
know why people
Why are you so
touching
angry
you.
for, John?
Why are people touching you?
Those kinds of people. I'm a happy person. Those kinds
He's
of
a happy
people piss
person.
me off. I lost 5 pounds.
He's a happy person.
I lost 5 pounds.
Hold on.
Because those people, they don't piss you
All
off.
right, take a breath.
Sorry.
Alex, I'm gonna get rid of the hand sanitizer tomorrow. Give me one more thing that I can do tomorrow.
Throw your golf
Definitely go
clubs
to
out.
EWG and then watch the Stink movie.
Get the app, Healthy
All
Living
right,
app.
Well, guys, we have had a lot of guests on the show. I'm
Very
going to
good
say
guests.
right now, easily in the top 3 guests we've had. Might be the best, but I'm
Oh,
gonna.
Alex House was great.
Alex, let's hear
That's
it.
great. I like it.
Unbelievable.
I would like
Thank
to have
you.
her back again.
I would love to come back and because there's more than, it's not just protecting our immune system. There's essential oils for everything. We'll have to do the essential oils for the bedroom class next time.
What about breaking in a baseball glove?
I knew you were going to do that.
What do I use for the glove if I can't use
very
Glovolium?
educational.
I use this.
Alex, that last thing you said is that's like a tease for the next show for
Yes,
sure,
beautiful. And also,
Is this bad, Alex? Glovolium?
she doesn't know about glove
She knows
oils.
everything. She's an oil
It's bad.
person.
I'm guaranteed. I'm telling you, it's bad.
Hold on, let me see what's in it. I can't. It's
Alex,
Tanners.
we'll
This
also-
was the company in that movie with John Travolta, The Tannery, where they had the poison in the water.
It's
Civil
bad.
action.
We'll also talk to you next time about your homeschooling situation. That's also interesting.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for having
Oh, it
me,
has
John.
poison. Is that
All right.
bad?
Great meeting
Good
you.
night,
Thanks,
Alex. Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful
Thanks,
evening,
Alex.
gentlemen.
She was excellent.
She
Excellent.
was
really
so
was.
terrific.
She was better than Consoli.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yes, unbelievable.
No. Can you
How
guys
dare
put
you.
Consoli up?
How dare
Nobody's
you.
better than
She might have been better
Consoli.
than Jim Delacus.
Oh,
No, but she was
you'll never work
informational.
again in this
No, there's
business.
2 kinds of
Information.
guests.
But she was also
informational
she was also
and funny.
funny, entertaining, and a good personality.
She was like a hybrid guest because she was funny and
All
informative.
right, next week, I don't know if we're going to be
Funny.
live or not. If these guys come up with a good guest, I'm not going to be
We're
here.
gonna bring Alex back on.
Could bring Alex back on. That would be easy. So we'll see you
We
next
didn't read it. He
week.
said not to read it.
Baseball season's over. Steve, we're having
Let's
the
go
big
Mets.
storm.
Let's go
Big
Mets.
storm is coming. We're going to get through it.
And get to Gotham Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, 3:28. We don't show the flyer, did we? That's
Friday night, I'll be in One-Eyed Jack.
Go to the
Laugh
Master
Saves-
People
there it is.
Diner.
LaughToSaveLives.org for all
I gotta get
of our
these
events.
Old leather gloves,
Good night.
What's the
slapping in
PTA one?
hands, popcorn and peanuts. We're working the stands, pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Was chasing the bill, that circle the lips, play ball. Play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right